Good morning, children. Sai Ram. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, children, today is our environmental studies class, and we are doing which chapter? Chapter number 10, Force, Work, and Energy. Right? In our previous video, we have studied about force. What is force? A force is a push or pull that acts an object. A force is a push or pull that acts on an object. Then we studied about the effects of force. What are these? Force can make an object move, as you can see in the picture. Force can stop a moving object. Force can change the direction in which an object is moving. Force can change the shape of an object. Okay? I hope you all have read the chapter till here. Right? Now we have to start further. Today we will start from the different types of forces. We have to start from different types of forces. There are many types of forces which we apply on object. Okay? Let's see. First one is muscular force. Second is frictional force. Third is mechanical force. Then we have gravitational force and elastic force. Okay? How many forces we are going to study? We are going to study about muscular force, frictional force, mechanical force, elastic force and gravitational force. 5 types of forces we are going to study today. First of all, we have muscular force. What do we have? Muscular, the force which we applied from our muscles. The force which we applied from our muscles. Let's read. When you push or pull an object, you use your muscles. You use your muscles to apply force. Okay? When you push or pull an object, you use your muscles to apply force. This is called muscular force. This is called muscular force. When you are cycling, you are using your muscles to paddle. You are using muscles to paddle. Right? When you are doing weightlifting, you are applying your muscles. You are applying your muscular force. You are applying muscular force. Yes? So when you push or pull an object, you use your muscles to apply force. This is called muscular force. You use muscular force to open the door, move a table, write in your notebook and so on. Okay? Everywhere, in every kind of work, you use your muscular. Whenever you use your muscles to apply force, that is called muscular force. That is called muscular force. Understood? Now next. Next is gravitational force. Next is gravitational force. Every object in the world, in the universe, attracts the objects near it. This is called the force of attraction. This force of attraction is called gravitational force. This force of attraction is called gravitational force. Have you ever thrown a ball in air? It will come back or it will go in the universe or space. It will come back. Why it will come back? Because of the earth's gravity. Because of the earth's gravity, it pulls it back. It pulls the object towards it. So it depends on the size of the object. Have you seen how a ball that is thrown up falls back to the earth? It is Earth's gravity that pulls object towards the earth and keep them flying away into the space. See, whenever a tree is heavy with fruits, overloaded with fruits, so the fruits fall down. So the fruits fall down on the ground. It will not go up. It will fall down. Why it fall down? Because the earth gravity pulls it towards the earth. Because the gravity of the earth pulls the object towards it. That's why that force is called gravitational force. Okay? The force of attraction is called the gravitational force. Every object in the universe attracts the object near it. Okay? Today, do it. Throw the ball and see that ball will come down or ball will go into the space. Okay? Then, if ball will come back to you or on the surface, that means this is the gravitational force. Okay? Next we have frictional force. It refers to the force generated by two surfaces that contact and slides against each other. Okay, let's read it. Have you seen what happened when the toy car is pushed? Do you played with toy car? When you push that car back, it will go with full speed. Yes? Sorry, when you pull it back, it will go in full speed. This is the friction generated. Have you seen what happens when a toy car is pushed? The car stops after some time. This is because of friction. It acts in the direction opposite to the direction of movement and stops the car after some times. You pull that car back and it will go in opposite direction. Right? You pull the car back and it will go with full force in opposite direction. Right? And after covering few distance, it will stop. The car will stop. Why? Why is it so? Because of the force of friction. It acts in the direction opposite to the direction of movement and stops the car after some time. Smooth surface cause less friction than rough surface. If you are pulling that toy car in a plain surface and on a plain floor, it will smoothly go and cover the long distance. But if you pull it on the rough surface, it will hardly cover more distance. Or it stops. Soon it stops. So Smooth surface cause less friction than the rough surface. Friction is very important in daily life. It is needed for you to walk on any surface. You need friction for brakes to work in your bicycle. Without friction, anything that is moving will never stop by itself. Without friction, it is the most important thing. Without friction, anything that is moving will never stop by itself. Okay? Understood? Friction is a kind of force between two objects rubbing that slow them down. If sliding down a hill, the grass and a slide, the slide will have much less friction. Okay? So basically, what is the meaning of frictional force? It refers to the force. It refers to the force generated by two surfaces. It refers to the force generated by two surfaces that contacts and slide against each other. That slides against each other. Okay? And without friction, anything that is moving will never stop by itself. Okay? Understood? Now, next. Next we have elastic force. Elastic. Do you have a rubber band which we apply on our head, in our ponies? See, you stretch that rubber band and you leave it, and it will again come back into its same position, right? What happens when you stretch a rubber band and let it go? It will definitely come back to its original position. It goes back to its original length. The force that resists stretching and makes the material go back to its original state is called elastic force. It's called elastic force. Okay? What is elastic force? The force that resists stretching. The force, with the force we are stretching that material, and when we let it go, the material go back to its original state. This is called elastic force. Elastic, elastic. Whenever the word elastic comes in your mind, just have the example of a rubber band. Have the example of rubber band in your mind, that when you apply force on stretching the rubber band and you let it go, the rubber band itself go back to its original state, and this is called elastic force. This is called elastic force. Not only the example of rubber band, you will take the example of spring, which we are having in our tick pen. When you open that pen, there is a spring inside inside the pen. When you push it and when you leave it, it will again go back to its original position. So that is also an elastic force. When the force that resists stretching and makes the material go back to its own position or original state is called elastic force. Okay, as you can see in the picture, this is the example of spring and this is rubber band. So elastic force is also understood, right? Now we have next Mechanical force. What do we have? Mechanical force. This is a kind of force that causes the object on which it acts to change its motion or start moving. It can also bend or break the things. As you can see in the picture, arrow. When we apply a force on an object, the object immediately come to in motion and start moving. This is the example of bow and arrow. When we stretch and force that arrow towards back and immediately we leave it, the arrow is in motion and start moving. The arrow is in motion and start moving. Because of this mechanical force, some things or objects can bend or break. Okay? Have you seen iron rod? Iron rod. Or if any home or houses or building is constructing nearby, you just see that there the iron rods are there. They use that iron rods in making buildings, and they mold that iron rod in any shape, any position. They can even cut that, even break that iron rod. They make them in square, they make them in rectangle shape. How they can make? They are applying mechanical force on them. They are applying mechanical force on the object to change its shape or change its motion. Okay? So what is mechanical force? Mechanical force is a kind of force that causes the object on which it acts or change its motion or start moving. It can also bend or break the things. Okay? When we are pulling water from the well, see in this picture, we are applying mechanical force here. We are pulling this rope. We are pulling this rope. We are using mechanical force. How mechanical? Because the this rope is tied in this position. This is the rope. We are pulling it. This is the mechanical technique, you can say. The rope is bind on this rod. So when we are pulling it, it is a kind of a mechanical force on the object. Okay? So today we studied about muscular force, the force which we applied from the muscles, frictional force, the two surface, muscular we have done. Frictional, in frictional, it is the force applied on two surfaces. Okay? Then we studied gravitational force, the force of the gravity of the earth which attracts the object towards it. Then we studied about elastic force, the example of rubber band. When we resist stretching on the object and we let it go, the material itself go into its original position or state. Then we studied about mechanical. In mechanical, by putting mechanical force. I hope all these 5 different types of forces you have understood. Kindly read the chapter again and again to understand it more. Okay, and try to do the exercises which is given. Till then, Sai Ram.